Dude, I'm so glad they gave us a copy of this game.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude, me too.
I'm going to
Like-
be playing this like the day we get back.
Exactly. Like I honestly, the minute he told me there was a key, I was like, oh,
yeah.
The minute I get back.
It was funny. So when I'm going down, I'm walking down PAX, and I see 3D Realms, and I'm just like, what could they be bringing to the table right now? Like, you know, is this going to be a garbage Duke Nukem Forever kind of thing?
Yeah, because like was that the last thing they put out?
I don't even
like,
know.
I don't know. I was looking at it and I was just like, what the like, and there was like a small little booth too. It was like it was like a lot of things going through my head all at once. Like, and then I saw what the game was, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, is that just like some like Duke Nukem remaster?
Yeah,
like,
man.
Like,
and the name, it's like the name is kind of inconspicuous, like Ion Maiden. Right? Like, what does that even mean?
Tell me you keep wanting. I keep wanting to say Iron.
Yeah, of course,
like,
of course. I think that was pretty intentional.
But
like, what I had the exact same reaction where I'm looking at this and I'm like, they're playing Duke Nukem 3D.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here?
Like, what is this? And then you look a little bit closer and then you see the name and you're like, hold up a minute.
Yeah.
So I went and talked to the guys. Like, yeah, we made this completely brand new game in the Duke Nukem 3D engine.
It's so
I'm just
awesome.
like, okay, so why are we talking? Can you just put me in front of this game?
Dude, that's exactly what it was. It's like I'm looking at this and I already understand every reason why I'm gonna like this game. Now I just need to sit down and make sure that that's that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just honestly, like, even the minute I started, and I'll admit I got a little overconfident. I was looking at the difficulty select screen and I was like, I have to jump. So I set it up I set it up to the highest setting and didn't go well.
Didn't go well.
So we were in this part where you go out into an alleyway, and I guess I don't know if I remember there being a lot of auto turrets in the Duke Nukem franchise. So it's mostly like I saw what looked like an auto turret. It was just kind of chilling there. So I was like, I'm just gonna kind of like mosey around it. Maybe it might be okay. Wasn't okay. Blew me to shit.
Once I hit that turret, I was like, I felt like it was time for me to start experimenting with my weapons. Because at that point, I was just messing around with that Magnum. Which, by the way, how fucking good is that Magnum?
Dude, the Magnum's fucking cool.
It's got like it's got like a little spread to it. You know,
it's got some kick to it. So you can like honestly, you can time your shots pretty well and get headshots, which you don't necessarily have to be super accurate because there's no look down sights or anything.
Yeah,
you have to give yourself a little bit of leeway.
No, for sure.
But
like, so in that moment, we also had access to the submachine gun, which was okay. It was all right. But the grenades, dude.
Oh my god.
How good are those grenades?
He told me about that the minute we started. He was like, "Look, use this. Like, seriously, use this. Like, you can throw a grenade around the corner and it will curve and lock onto them." I'm like,
yeah.
So of course, the first part of the level, like you're about to leave the garage and you round that corner and there's like 7 of them.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh hell no. So you back up, you take your grenades out, lob it over like 3 of them, and then they're all gone.
Yeah. It's so satisfying. It feels so good.
Yeah.
And it's like back in the day, I mean, I played a lot of Duke Nukem 3D, right? So like I got very familiar and comfortable with what stuff like the pipe bomb felt like. When you throw that and blow that up, and it's really satisfying, and this one totally had that, and it was so cool because you could like add like some finesse to it, like how it arcs and like homes in on enemies is so like interesting, but it's that extra like just a little bit of uniqueness to that item that makes it like so invaluable and makes you want to use it.
Yeah, it makes it something different that this of course Duke Nukem 3D didn't have. So it's I love the fact that they're grabbing at the nostalgia, but I also want them to try new stuff. And,
for sure.
What we're seeing right now is mostly like the standard fare, but they've said that later parts of the game will get a little bit different.
For sure.
And I'm really excited to keep playing. I'm still playing it right now. But,
I mean, I really love that they took. It felt like to me that all of the qualities of Duke Nukem 3D that made that game what it is are represented so wholly and honestly here. Like, even in the level design, like you're running around and you'll find like that random vent that you're just like, I wonder what's in there, and then you go get like a little bonus armor or something.
That was one of the things that the developer was telling me when I was talking to him. He was like, yeah, I mean, like we noticed with like even with like the the id remakes, like Doom and Quake and stuff, especially Doom. They were like, and Wolfenstein. They're like, like they kind of did little things here and there to give you a little bit of exploration, but we wanted to bring that completely back. We wanted to make it so that like you are rewarded for doing little things. And
you're
I noticed
hitting the use button against every wall to see if it's secret or whatever.
And and you even have to do that just to progress. Like there's a couple key cards that like you have to like go to a specific computer monitor, hit the use button, or else you're not going forward. You're not going forward
for sure.
So
it's just like, man, I am I'm infatuated with that like visual style too, because they said that they developed the whole game in that DOS.
It's the engine that they use to make Duke Nukem 3D, which that means they're going to restrict it a bit, but at the same time, I still think they can add some cool stuff onto it.
For sure, for sure. But again, they nailed that feeling so well, even down to the character, like the girl that you're playing as. She even has those little one-liners that Duke Nukem would have.
She feels like a female Duke.
Oh,
like,
for
she
sure.
really does.
For sure.
Oh, I don't think that's covered under warranty. Some assembly required. Present for you.
Like it's really
got
cool.
a present for you.
Yeah,
all this
exactly.
Other stuff. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it's like there's all these cringy puns that they're just so well known for. Which is, And did you tell me? I wasn't with you guys when you were playing. I was playing by myself, but you went with Jeff.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was
he was tearing
just
it up,
slaughtering the game. And you said the founder of 3D Realms happened to be there.
It was kind of funny. The entire 3D Realms team. Like first, he came over, and he leans over and he's like, "Yeah, he's pretty good." And then like slowly, all the other members of the 3D Realms team just started watching because I felt like he was a player who just like got it, right? The game just clicked with him immediately, and he was like, this is it, right?
It was like he made everyone else feel like they were standing still around him.
Totally.
Like, I know you guys were saying like there were kids around him that were literally just like shooting one guy and having a tough time with it, and then Jeff just like bulldozing everyone.
And I think that's honestly like a testament to the kind of game that it is, because even like the second you pick it up, you can completely tell the difference between a novice and experienced player, like someone who's played a game like Duke Nukem 3D before.
Exactly.
In how they move. Because like in a game like this, the walk speed is way higher than normal first-person shooters, and you're kind of a little bit more liberal with ammo. You're not really trying to like pop headshots. You're just kind of going in on dudes.
I mean, you can,
but it just feels so good. It feels so good.
It does. It's a really great feeling game, and honestly, like even just picking it up, at PAX, like I didn't really need much instruction on how to do it. It was just like, oh, it plays like Duke Nukem, or okay, I guess that's easy enough for me.
Yeah.
But I'm really impressed with this. Plays so well, and then, honestly, they've only shown us like the first level so far. So
I know.
It's craziness.
It's super exciting. I'm totally looking forward to it, which is weird because like it wasn't even close to on my radar before, and now I'm like,
I had no idea it existed.
Right?
Yeah, it was like, and then I guess what really gets me, and like I know some people have like the nostalgia for like the 16-bit era and the 8-bit era and stuff like that.
For sure.
I was born when the 16-bit era started, so of course I was like, when I was a kid, that's when like the the N64 and the PS1 and like early PC were starting up. So of course, like I remember going over to my friend's house and playing Doom and playing, playing games like that.
Wolfenstein 3D, all this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like, I don't know, like that's what grabs me as a person. So like when I see stuff like this being reproduced, it's like I kind of start to get it. You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
Because you kind of like get annoyed with people who are talking about, I want this, I want it done in this style. And, like you're thinking like, why don't you want something new? And then something that you want comes along.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like you do the right thing once, and people just kind of get a taste for it. It's like I need a game that feels like that again. So then the second I got a chance to play this and look at it, even for a minute, I was like, I need that in my life again. I need to feel a game like this again.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it seems like the right time. Just like this has been gone long enough that I'm ready to see more of this.
For sure.
And,
for sure.
Just super excited to see what comes after this like little preview campaign that they showed us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Certainly a game to keep your eye on.
Totally.